Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name's Whitney and today I'm going to be introducing to you all my 1 month 1 palette challenge for December 2019. Yay! So I looked through my collection and actually I didn't really know what I was going to pick, but I did a look on Thanksgiving with a palette, the palette that I picked, and I absolutely loved it. I was just thrilled with the way that that look came out, and I did post that look on my Instagram, so that's linked below if you want to check it out. I don't know if I'm going to recreate that look today, but maybe we'll see, but I'm getting ahead of myself. But let me just go ahead and introduce you to the palette that I picked. This is the Too Faced Sugar Pop palette, and this is one of the 9-pan palettes in the tin. I absolutely love this palette. I've had this palette for a very long time, just like all of my other palettes. I've had them forever. So I've used this palette a lot, but I will show it to you, and it does not look like there's much progress at all. A running theme in my collection, but I have used this palette a ton. I love the way it looks, and I absolutely love the look that I did for Thanksgiving. So I want to go ahead and show y'all the inside of the palette. This is it right here. And for some people, you may look at this and say, oh, that's not wearable. You're not going to be able to wear that for every single day. But this to me is a perfect holiday palette. It's got some pops of color. I can do a neutral look. I can really get a lot of use out of this. I will have no trouble wearing this for the month of December, and it might not be your typical wintry Christmas holiday palette because it's got some bright pinks and turquoise and orange, but for me this is beautiful, and I will certainly get a ton of use out of this, and I'm excited to get some progress. So let me go ahead and show y'all a close-up once again really quickly of the palette, and you can see that there is not much progress at all. But I do absolutely love it. There is no pan, of course, but that's okay. I don't expect to hit pan in this month, but I am going to get a bunch of use out of it. So let's just go ahead and jump in. I have already prepped and primed my face. I've done my base, my eyebrows, you know the routine. So let me know if you guys have this palette and if y'all use it, what kind of looks y'all use from it. Let's just go ahead and jump right in. I am not sure exactly what I'm going to do today. I can tell you that one of the most popular shades for me is this orange shade right here in this palette. I absolutely love it, and I'm so drawn to using it that I use it in almost, I mean, I just about use it in every look. So we'll see. Let me take a minute and I'm going to decide what I want to do with this palette today. Okay, so you know what? I just cannot get enough of this orange shade. So I am going to recreate the look that I did for Thanksgiving. I figured that you might look at my Instagram and see that look and think, hey, I want to see how that was done. So I'm going to go ahead and recreate that look today for you guys, and let's just get into it. So I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to go into this orange shade right here. Now this shade does have a lot of glitter in it, but I'm going to use it as a transition shade, and I don't mind how the glitter particles look. And as you can see, that color just blends out really nicely. Oh, let me zoom you in. This color just blends out beautifully, and you get a really nice peachy orange tone from it, but it's not so bright that it's unwearable, in my opinion. I mean, I wear colors, so this for me is no big deal. And when you blend it out, it really doesn't show you too much of that glitter. I think if I was packing it on, that glitter would really stand out, but when it's blended, it's not. I don't get a ton of that glitter. And I'm really just packing this on and blending it out, and I'm blowing it out. I'm really bringing it up high towards my brow bone, and I'm bringing it all the way out to the edge of my eyebrow, and then down towards my lash line. For any of y'all who are panning palettes or have panned palettes before, I've heard that the Too Faced eyeshadows are very densely packed and are very hard to pan. So if you have any experience with that, let me know. I don't think I've ever hit pan. I have a few Too Faced palettes, but I don't think I've hit pan on any shadows in a Too Faced palette. And I wonder if it's just because it's true that they're just so densely packed, or that there's just a lot of product in them you don't realize, and it just takes forever to hit pan on it. So that's something that I'm interested to know, if you've ever hit pan on a Too Faced palette or an eyeshadow, because I've heard that it's like really difficult. But I love using this palette. The pigmentation is really good, and I've never had any issues with any Too Faced palettes that I've owned. So I'm going to go ahead and take that orange shade on the lower lash line as well. And I'm just really connecting that blown out edge all the way down and underneath the lash line. Okay, next I'm going to be going in with a mixture of this purple shade right here and this brown shade right here. And I'm just going to dab this denser brush into both of those shades, and I'm going to start building up the outer corner. I am going to use a little more of that purple than the brown, but I really want it to be a nice, deep, sultry shade. And I'm just going to start by packing it on. And that pigmentation doesn't look very good right now. So these two shades I definitely do have to build up, but I don't mind that in a palette. I'd rather build it up than it go on too bold and then I can't blend it out properly. So I'm really just loading up my brush and then kind of stamping it where I want it. And I want to create a nice outer V kind of corner. So I don't want to go as far out as that orange is the blown out, but I'm going right before it so that it's a gradient from this purple brown into that orange. And I really just want to take my time and build it up slowly. I don't really try and rush when I'm doing my eyeshadows, because sometimes when you're working with colors like this and you want the gradient to just be like just right, it really does just benefit you. It benefits me to just take my time, slowly pack on the product, slowly build it up, blend it out, so that way I'm getting the gradient exactly how I want it, because I don't want a stark line of purple or a stark line of orange. I want it to just be perfectly blended. And there's a lot of going back and forth between the purple and the orange and the brown and the orange and the purple and the orange. So don't just think that I'm putting it down and I'm blending it and then that's it. I'm going to go back and forth quite a bit. And I like to take this color about halfway on my lid. So you can tell on this side I took it about halfway on the lid, and I'm going to do the same on this side because I like there to be some nice definition and gradient when I put on my lid shade. So I take the darker color about halfway on my lid. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into that fluffy brush with the orange shade, and I'm going to blend out some of these edges. And I'm going to go back in with that purple and just deepen out the corners and back and forth until I'm satisfied with the pigmentation on both eyes. Okay, so I'm pretty satisfied with the pigmentation of the shadows on both my eyes right now. And I like the way that they're looking at the moment. So the next step is going to be for me to go on with my lid shade. So first, you know it, I'm going to go in with this base. This is the Sephora Jumbo Eyeshadow Stick in the shade 05 Beige. Now this is a very metallic shade, but I'm going to be going in with some of those cream colors, which is going to mute it out. But this is really just serving as a base for those shadows to stick to. I'm just doing a very light layer of this. I want to make sure I drag it onto that purple just a little bit. So with a flat brush, I'm going to go into these two shades right here, the top and the bottom ones, and I'm going to mix those and I'm going to pack those onto the lid. Now these also have glitter in them, but again, it's more of a matte base, so it doesn't really show a ton of the glitter. You can see that this shadow is really toning down the metallicness of the shadow stick, which I'm okay with because this look turns out to be more of a matte look anyway. It's just really pigmented, matte, beautiful shades that are blended well together. So then I'm going to go ahead and blend out those edges with that purple and brown shade a little bit. Now you can see that there's a nice gradient from this white look all the way to the purple and brown to this deep outer corner, and then you have the blown out edges with the orange. I really like the way that that looks on the eyes. So for the bottom lashes, I'm going to go in with that brush again with my purple and brown. And I'm going to concentrate this on the outer third of the eye. I want to again connect this outer portion up here to my lower lash line. To finish off this eye look, I'm going to go in with highlight. I'm going to use my Merit Luminizer highlighter from The Balm. And this is what it looks like. It's just a really nice champagne-y, icy gold kind of color. I'm going to take that on my brow bone. When I'm doing a more matte look on the eye, I don't mind a little more pop in the brow bone, like a shimmery pop in the brow bone in the inner corner, because the lid is mostly matte, so I think that extra pop is really nice on the brow bone and inner corner. And this will be the highlight that I use on my face as well, so that way it kind of just ties in the whole look. Alright, so here's the eye look. And I'm going to go ahead and finish my makeup off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the final look. Let me zoom in a little bit so that way you can see how well these eyes turned out. I absolutely love this shadow. And honestly, this is a look that I could do every day and wear to work, and it would be totally fine. I do work in an office, but I don't work with the public, and so I can pretty much wear whatever makeup I want. I've never been told that my makeup's been too excessive or too bright or anything like that. So I do appreciate that I can pretty much wear whatever makeup I want. So although this is probably glam and too much for a lot of people to wear, I can wear it to work and it's no big deal. So this is a look that I could easily do every single day. I do plan on playing with some other colors in the palette, of course, throughout this month, but this look right here is definitely something that could be a go-to for me. And let me just run through real quick what I used on the rest of my face. For blush, I went in with my Tarte blush palette, and I went in with the peachy and pinky tones in here. And of course, I used my Mary Lou Manizer highlight, and oh my god, look at this highlight, guys. Like, are you kidding me? My god, it's so beautiful. An oldie but a goodie, for sure. Did a little mascara combo. You guys know, this time it was the NARS Climax and the Rimmel, whoop, drop that, and the Rimmel Lash Accelerator. And then finally for my lips, I went in with a combination of this MAC pencil in the shade Boldly Bare. Oh, I covered up what it looks like. It's kind of this shade right here. And then I topped it with two Sephora liquid lips in the shades 22 and 02. So kind of this warm tone first and then this peachy tone on top to kind of give me a little bit of a layered look. And I think it matches with the eyes perfectly. So let's go ahead and recap this palette. The Too Faced Sugar Pop palette. And hopefully I can get some progress in this palette. I definitely don't think I'm going to hit pan anytime soon. I don't think that there's going to be that much progress in 1 month. But I will try and post some pictures of looks that I do on Instagram for you guys. And then in my finale, I'll do a different look with some different colors in this palette than I did today. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you are working on right now, if you have any suggestions for any upcoming 1 month, 1 palette challenges. And that's it, guys. I hope you guys subscribe. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up and check out all my future videos and all my past videos. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.